Hey everyone, good afternoon, good evening. This is pop singer Jacqueline, and you are listening to the Harmony of Minds podcast. Now, when we talk about Harmony of Minds, it's a mental health initiative that brings about mental health awareness through the creative arts. When we talk about the podcast, Harmony of Mind podcast, that's when we bring to you stories from different people from the creative industry. They talk about their journey, resilient stories, how they have failed, how they have gone through it, and how they are maneuvering their journey and their process and their creative skill. And today we're having an amazing guest today. He's called Manana, but I think he's going to talk more about himself. Have I pronounced it well?
Manana is okay. Yes,
Manana, okay, because I need to know. So
okay.
let him kindly introduce himself.
Okay.
Who is Manana?
Where I'm from, we can if you don't get the pronunciation right.
Okay.
But don't worry, you're safe today. Nobody's going to can you.
All right.
Yes, the name is Manana. Manana means a butterfly, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it symbolizes the pupa stage in the butterfly formation. You guys, you know, who went to school, you know, there's the complete metamorphosis of the butterfly stage.
Yes.
The 4 stages.
Yes.
So the pupa stage, the pupa is ugly, but out of this ugly pupa comes a beautiful butterfly.
Wow.
And so Manana represents the butterfly that eventually comes out of what you don't expect. Yes.
Oh, wow.
So that's it.
That's so interesting. Tell us about maybe your childhood. Why is it that right now it's about culture for you and music and all these other things that you're doing? What in your childhood inspired the Manana that we see today?
Okay. I think one is my father is a painter.
Oh.
He's a professional painter, but he's an architect as well. So he designed buildings for multiple people and clients. Yes. But he also painted some of, works that have crossed, they've gone beyond the borders of Uganda. So my parents are artists. My mother loved to read a lot. We had a whole library at home growing up. So she read lots of books. She loved literature. She loved poetry. Wow. She loved writing.
Wow, so it was just like a cocktail of all these artistic expressions.
Absolutely,
for you.
Yes. Okay. And then, of course, back in the village, we had all these folk stories and tales and cooking styles. The village was a whole experience which we would need a whole week to describe that. There's so much detail in there. Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
When you talk about culture, what the aspect about culture, what inspires you to draw to culture? What draws you to culture?
Okay. There are many things.
Yes.
One of the things is to enable especially African people to achieve their full potential.
Yes.
Yeah, because we spend a lot of time, emotions, energy, resources struggling to figure out who we are, in this contemporary world, So if I can make it as easy as possible for young people especially, to understand who they are and to be inspired to look internally for inspiration, to look into themselves for inspiration, not to look outward,
true.
but look inside. I feel like that would churn out more creative artists. It would churn out more creative people in general.
Yes.
More innovation, more... Everything unique comes out when you look internally. Yes. And people generally would be at peace with themselves. Yes. And no better way to live life than to live life at peace with yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Milege in general and how it was founded. What was the inspiration behind Milege festival and the whole big, big project?
Okay, so Milege, first of all, Milege means ankorato. Yes, in Luganda we call it endege.
Yes. That
the bell, yes,
okay.
The chicka. Yeah, this is a real African. Africans use sounds like chicka. Yes, so in Bunyoro it's the runyege.
Yes.
And in multiple places across Africa. So even in North Africa, which is very Arabian, you still find the Milege. It's there. Yes.
Wow.
So it's that ankle rattle you put on your on your legs when you're dancing. It's like a bell when you're doing traditional dances.
Yes.
And for us, we selected that because it's a symbol of unity across the continent of Africa.
Wow.
Yes, because it's in virtually every part of Africa, and even crossing, going into Asia, and even parts of Europe. There's still countries and places that have the Milege. Yeah, they have different names for it, but
still the same instrument.
It's the same. So for us, it's a symbol of global unity. Yeah, we want to promote heritage, but we want also to promote humanity, you know. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So like it became, so like Milege is sort of like a cultural aspect that involves all human experiences.
Yes, it's one of the things we look forward to is to encouraging people to appreciate their uniqueness and enabling that appreciation to help them further appreciate other differences. Let's put it this way: appreciate your culture to help you understand and appreciate other cultures, because in life there's so many ways to live life as there are cultures in the world. Yeah, so understanding your uniqueness will help you understand that there are so many other unique ways to live life. And if you love and respect and explore those different unique ways, you get to realize that life can be beautiful. Yes. And that will reduce all the fights, all the hustle that we have. Yeah, all the discrimination and all the crap that goes on in society today.
Actually, when you talk about identity, to me it becomes like even a personal thing for me, because at a certain point in my 20s, I think I had like an identity crisis, because growing up, I knew as a Mutoro, and then when you go, Olinganga, you're from the north, you're an Eastern and
you
Itesot.
know the look, yes. Yeah. By the way, you would really
and then
Itesot or not.
So it put this kind of like, who am I? You understand? And that's why you see, yes, I'm proud to be a Mutoro, but I sort of like add on some accents to sort of like say, this is what I look like, and so let me represent that. And then it created my own identity. In like, I'm like, yes, I'm an African, but I have some bits of like, I'm a Luo Babito. So I tell myself, but yeah, I look like I'm from the north, because us Banyoro, we came from the Luo Babito.
The Luo Babito dynasty.
So, yes. So I'm like, I'm a Luo Babito. So I think as Uganda, as literally creatives, and people are in the creative and the cultural sector, is for us to embrace, you know, who we are in our core. Like sometimes even how you say, like, you know, like getting like all these different aspects about who you are, and then you incorporate them in who you are. So how can someone who's like me then, who is maybe dealing with their identity, like in a cultural aspect, how can they really fully embrace their cultural, you know, identity?
I think ultimately it's honesty. How honest are you with yourself? What truly inspires you? When you look inside yourself, you know, if you're a blend of Toro and Bunyoro and Luo, you know, that is your true inspiration, you know. So that inspires you. So look, so grow it, you know, fearlessly. Yes, you know, people in the breweries. I have many friends who work in the breweries, in Nile breweries, whatever. All these other breweries. And by the way, they should pay for advertising because I'm mentioning them.
Shall go and tell them.
You know, yeah, they should give us money. So in the breweries, they usually have a policy that says no discrimination to people who do not drink, who don't take alcohol. Yes, so they don't want stigma, you know, amongst people who don't take alcohol. So people don't take alcohol should be able to fit in and not be discriminated just because they don't drink. Yeah. So in the very same way, you know, a space where you can express yourself without worrying about who you are.
Yes.
You know, your true identity can come out comfortably. A space that that encourages or enhances, you know, your honesty, your genuine inspiration,
your true, vibration.
Exactly what you feel is what you express. You know, many times we think things and then we evaluate them based on what the society thinks. You know, I see it with artists a lot. You know, especially musicians. Musicians will write a song genuinely what they're feeling inside, but then they'll ask themselves, I need to get this to hit on radio. I need to get this to move. I need to make money out of this. How can I change this to suit what the market demands? Yes. And as a result, you lose that original inspiration because it's people are following.
Who you are.
Exactly. You're following society's pressures and demands. Yeah, so always the golden question is, what is it exactly that you're feeling inside? What is your inspiration, your true inspiration without influence from the pressures outside? Yeah, and as Milege, that is what we're interested in peaking and promoting and pushing out there to the world. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Personally, have you ever gone through that experience whereby you feel out of your identity? And if at all you've ever gone through that, how have you ever, taken yourself out of it?
Absolutely. I mean, even now, it's a work in progress. We come from a country that was colonized.
Yeah.
So even now, we're speaking a language that wasn't originally ours.
True.
A lot of the things around us, I can name it. Look at the weddings that we do. In Uganda, we do a traditional wedding, a Kuhinjira or Kwanjula, then we do the church wedding or the mosque wedding. In Uganda, we have a Christian name or a Muslim name. Then we have your original name.
Ugandan name.
Actually, when you walk on the street and you ask people randomly, what's your name?
They'll say the Christian
They'll
name.
say the other name, the English name or the Arabic name.
Yes.
And they'll tell you, that name, you know that other name, Nachimwero,
even that Nach.
Akelo, yes.
Aki.
That is not the cool name,
Wow.
I mean, you can look at the sports, for example. My God, guys are going to eat me up for this one.
Please,
sports. You look at football, for example.
Yes.
Everybody is shouting Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, whatever.
Yes.
And yet they have no idea about the names of the players on the national team. Yeah, so we suffer a huge identity crisis.
Wow.
We don't even know who we are. Yeah, because for hundreds of years we've been under a colonial system. So people unconscious, and people are not even aware of this.
Unconsciously.
Yes, it's in the architecture. I look at most of the architects, doing architecture at Makerere and all these universities. The buildings they're designing are based on
European designs.
Yes, not many are looking internally.
Huts,
Yes, for inspiration at indigenous concepts.
Oh, wow.
Now we have buildings that use a lot of AC. And yet we're a tropical nation. We don't need AC.
Yes.
So if the buildings are properly designed, we can have nice aeration and get
the fresh breeze.
Fresh breeze without AC. The cars. How many cars do we drive that are made in Uganda? Status symbols, what here in our society, what do you buy that shows that you're a capo?
Ugandan,
Yeah, you're a big boss, that you have a lot of money. Usually people buy a Mercedes, people buy a Bentley or this fancy cars. A lot of them, most of them are not from here,
Wow.
Yeah, so already we live in a society that unconsciously self-sabotages
the African originality.
Yes, and it's unconscious.
Wow. Yeah.
We look at the hair, for example. Let me not go there.
Please do. Please
my
do.
God, I pulled my nose here.
Yes.
When you look at the hair, I've gone into shops where they're selling wigs, and these wigs are simply mimicking,
the European
Caucasian hair.
Yes. Yeah.
And absolutely no offense to Caucasian hair. I have many friends who are Caucasian, and I love them very much, and they love me, and we connect very well. But as Africans, we need to contribute our uniqueness to the global industry.
Actually, in a way, I love what the Nigerians are doing. So the ones that are in the diaspora, whereby they're trying to embrace their African hair. I see a lot of content from people whereby your hair is smanya, beautiful. They're trying to braid it, show people how they can take care of it, and they're telling them it's not difficult to take care of your hair. You need butters. Then they start to put their culture, they used to take care of their hair, shea butter, and all these oils that they used to put. And I think maybe some people are waking up, but then as Ugandans, how do you think we can wake up from all this unconscious or subconscious sort of I don't want to say neocolonialism because I just hate that word, but that subconscious thing of us wanting to look a certain way, certain aesthetics, aside from us looking like we are Ugandans.
That's true. I mean, by the way, bleaching, for example. Sorry, I've just brought you in there. Bleaching. Bleaching is direct, where someone changes the color of their skin. Why do people bleach? Yeah,
To
it's
look
largely
like a certain,
insecurity.
yes.
Yes, because they believe that in their dark skin they don't look
Yes.
beautiful enough to be accepted by society. You know, so they'll take time and put chemicals and whatever
Yes.
to lose
To
this
change the
beautiful
color.
melanin. You know, yeah. So ultimately, it's possible. We need education on you know, the value and the beauty that we have.
Africa, yeah.
Yes, the
Uganda.
physiological value, because there's physiological value in
important.
melanin. You know, there's physiological value in you know, our hair and all these things. You know, you just look at sunscreen, for example. Sunscreen, when you go to the beach, I used to go to the beach, you know, back in Casablanca. There was a place called Tahiti where we used to go to chill. And people would put sunscreen, you know, all the Europeans, and again, all due respect to my European friends, because, you know, I love you so much.
Yes.
You know, but I never needed to use that. I would just lie on the beach and the sun heats me and I sweat, and, you know, I go back home.
Yes.
And everybody wonders, how do you do it without
Yeah.
sunscreen? You know? Yeah, so, and yet sunscreen has components of melanin, you know.
Oh,
It mimics our natural color,
color.
you know, our natural physiological adaptation, physiological advantage. You know, so we need to learn to believe in ourselves. Look at foods, for example. In Uganda, when you say you're eating well, what are you eating?
Most of it, pizza,
Yes, pizza,
burgers.
KFC, whatever
Yes.
etc. You know? And yet when you go to the States, some of the most expensive foods, you know, are organic foods.
Ugandans,
Yes,
yeah.
organic foods is expensive. If you go to an Ethiopian restaurant, or you go to, you know, a Middle Eastern restaurant, and you're eating authentic organic food.
Actually, I have an American friend of mine who was calling jackfruit and was it Continental? He gave it like some name
Fancy
of
name.
food. Yeah. I'm like, literally, you just go on a train and you just use it to come here.
You know,
Or
we
it's like
take,
in the compound. I'm like,
you know, by the way, this is the thing about Africans. We're used to privilege, you know, and this is why we have some of the issues we have in an urban setting, because an urban
Yes.
setting is alien to us. For example, littering. We have a huge littering problem. People take Renzori, they throw the
they
bottle
throw
wherever.
anyway, yeah.
They take, you know, throw polythene everywhere. Because for us, we were used to privilege, the privilege
Yeah.
of living in nature.
Yes.
You know,
So
where
when you throw something, you know it will
it's
get
organic,
rotten,
you know,
yeah.
yes. So we haven't understood that we're living an urban lifestyle, you know, where these are chemical component, the things that are created out of chemicals, they're
Yeah.
not biodegradable. So we're used to privilege. For example, people cut trees normally, comfortably. It's not an issue. In the village,
The slap in the face.
you know, I had a guy who came over to my place one time. He was new. He came to work in the shamba. And then, you know, he came to me and told me, you know, sir, I've worked on the place. It's looking very nice. When I reached, he had cut all the trees, you know. He said, now it's clear. Now it's nice, you know.
Jesus.
Yes, because for us, it's not a problem because the tree will always grow.
Yeah, there is that privilege.
Yes,
sir.
that privilege. In other parts of the world, a tree, you know, you harness it, you'll take time feeding
Take
it with
care of
fertilizer,
it.
whatever, and it still doesn't grow. But for us, we're used to throwing a seed there and it grows.
It
you know.
grows. It's
Yes.
dust and it grows.
Yes, so our privilege has made us blind to the beauty and the wealth that we have here in Africa. And for us at Milege, if we can open people's eyes to understand the wealth,
Yeah.
to know that we actually have a lot of beauty here that we need to promote, that we need to preserve, that we shouldn't let go of.
Wow.
Yeah.
There is something that I usually ask our guests that come, especially when we're talking about culture. There's a new study that is showing that now African culture is going to be more marketable. Like now that the whole world is now looking at Africa. And obviously Nigeria is now capitalizing on their culture through their music, their film, their festivals. Felete Kuti, I think, festival. Is that the name?
Fela Kuti.
Fela Kuti. Then like so many. But in Uganda, how ready are we to not to sell, but to make sure that we capitalize? We do not give our culture free of charge. Yes. How are we ready? Or how should we get ready?
Yeah, certainly there's need for legal structures because if you look at the copyright and patent system, it's very aligned to, you know, to Europe. I look at paintings and visual arts, fine art. There's lots and lots of fine art from Africa, which is in Europe right now. People are earning from it, and Ugandans have no idea.
They're
I mean,
just
there was,
painting.
yes, there was this guy in a place called Kawangasi. Kawangasi is, to Aftenballe. His father was a photographer, personal photographer of the late President Idi Amin, and some random tourist came and came across his collection and asked him, hey, can I buy these photos? And yeah, he said, oh yeah, you give me what you can give me, and you take this. What? He didn't even understand the value in this. I look at furniture. By the way, this even goes to Makerere University, because I spent a lot of time at Makerere University.
Yes.
In Makerere, several times I came across original Muvule furniture, mahogany wood. This is precious wood. It goes for top dollar all over the world. But in Makerere, it's lying on the street. Nobody cares. It's left on the road. People will pull out this amazing, beautiful furniture and put in, some fake, some fake plastic or board stuff, because they have no idea what value is, So how I wish that our
it's
education...
sad, by the way.
It is very sad.
Sad, just thinking about it.
It is very sad. How I wish our education system would focus on the minerals and the comparative advantage that we have as Africans, enabling young people understand the value in it, harness the value in it, but also preserve and hold this value to benefit the local communities and to benefit our nations. I think if that happened, then we would be in a better place eventually as a population.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really so interesting because okay, Ugandans, I'm seeing we are trying. People are starting to be open, I think, because of the internet. Now people are seeing how other countries are trying to, especially when I'm saying as if West Africa and South Africa kind of like showing us like a map guide of how like when you talk about music and their attire, fashion. Because recently they had like I think Nigerian Lagos fashion show. But then when we talk about Uganda, how can we like make sure that there's not, again, not exploitation, like we are not exploited, but we are getting the right value for our culture. Yes.
I think the number one thing is following the chain. To the last segment in the chain, every segment in the chain should be local, should be locally sourced. We look at the gomesi, we say the gomesi is our traditional wear, but where does the material for gomesi come from?
China, I think.
From India. It comes from India, which means tons and tons of dollars or shillings, billions of shillings are going to India because we have to buy this material. So look around, the clothes, the fabric that you're wearing is from the hair that you're wearing.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, from another economy. Darling that we have here is from Korea, So it's following the value chain, and every segment in the value chain, as many segments of the value chain as possible as can be locally sourced, the better for the economy here. Wow. You look at film, for example. If people are pushing, and I mean, no offense, I love Indian soaps, I love Indonesian soaps, and we're a global community, yes.
Yes.
But if you're pushing these on local media, then you're pushing ideology. Ideology is the biggest business in the world. And this is what the United States of America has understood, If I watch an Indian soap and I'm watching Indian attire, I'm seeing Indian food and I'm seeing Indian everything.
I want the Indian. It's like a reprogramming in the mind. They're reprogramming your mind.
Yes. And if you look at the characteristics of all the top economies in the world, you look at China. China is big on Chinese food, big on Chinese culture, and eventually Chinese tech, Chinese language, and all these things. All the big economies. Germany, they don't speak English in German.
Yeah.
In Germany, it's Deutsch.
Yes.
France, they don't speak whatever other languages. It's French. They're pushing their culture.
Wow.
Yeah. So culture is always and this is why the missionaries came earlier. They came to pave way.
Culture.
Yes, culture, it paves way for the promotion of greatness, of a nation, And by nation, I'm talking about Africa. I'm looking at Africa as a nation. Yes, so our heritage. I look at people struggling. Oh, we need to grow economically, grow whatever. But if we simply push the ideology, the African ideology, sell it back to Africans,
Wow.
we will grow. There's no doubt.
If we become, because USA is known to be a consumer market, and China is meant to be is known to be a production market. Like everyone that wants to produce something, you talk to China, they can get for you. Oh, we can get for you something that has a logo with your name and everything. And then for the USA, they're known to consume their products.
Okay. And what is Africa known to be?
Okay, well, I even don't know really.
To produce the raw materials.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So remove the raw materials from the equation. What do you have? You don't have a consumer market. You don't have a producer's market.
Yes.
So we are actually the core of everything.
The core of everything, because even cars, is it the lithium, the one that's used in the phones?
Everything, the batteries,
everything.
cobalt, whatever,
It's from here. Sorry.
So we have the capacity, but we haven't understood that.
We need to.
And in Uganda, yes, we're not doing very well.
Yeah.
But we're better than many places. Places like Mozambique, where people, they have diamond, they have gold, they have all these things. They have no idea that they have this stuff. They're seated on it,
It's like normal to them.
Yes.
That privilege.
Our education, we spend a lot of time. I don't know how it is now, but when we were studying in school, we're learning about Napoleon and all this European history.
Yeah.
We're learning about geography across, the world.
Canadian prairies.
The prairie, And if we spent more time studying about our resources and how they can benefit us, I think we stand a better chance to influence on the global market. Because the world survives on us, but we're just not aware,
We just need to know our power, I guess.
Exactly.
Okay. When we talk about culture inclusion, how personally do you define culture inclusion? As someone who has, traveled in so many areas and so many spaces and so many countries, how do you see as culture? First and foremost, what is culture inclusion? But again, how do you see culture inclusion in all of these other spaces? How does it impact Uganda or an African, or the entire Africa as a whole? Yes.
I think cultural inclusion, first of all, takes me down to the word motive. Yeah. So for you to be culturally inclusive, your motive for whatever you do,
yes,
irrespective of how you do it, the number one motive should be the empowerment of the people of that space. Otherwise, if it's cultural inclusion for the empowerment of a different people, then it doesn't make sense. So if your motive is to exploit people in that space, then you can't include them culturally. So the number one thing should be motive. I hear people say, the guy is great. It's just the problem is the people around him. The problem is the system. I think the ultimate thing is the motive.
The motive.
The guy is his motive to grow the people. It's his motive to empower the people, or her motive, Because if the motive is in line, then cultural inclusion makes sense. Otherwise, if your motive is not to grow the people, then there's no inclusion. Can you be inclusive when your motive is to take away from the people, or to exploit them, or to keep them blinded while you rob them? So yes, number one, inclusion for me is motive. It's your motive for them to grow the society.
Wow.
Yeah.
So right now, when we just look at the scope of how Uganda, how the system right now, the culture system right now is in Uganda, of how people are identity fluid, they do not know where they lie, they want these other names. Even when it's like, now, for example, now me in school, my name is Kobsing, so I used to call it Kobe. And even right now as an artist, people are like, no, you should leave it at Kobe. I was like, no, it should be Kobsing Jacqueline. It should be Kobsing because, that's my identity and that's what I want to front even when it comes to my creativity. But then, because this is a mental health platform, I just needed to ask, how do you think the culture scene right now in Uganda is affecting the mental health of the youth, especially the youth right now in Kampala? Let's even just say Kampala. Yes.
I think number one is identity, because every mental health issue is about a perception in relation to society. So people tell you, like they say, every mental health issue comes from it's you. It's internal.
It's internal
It's,
thing,
it's yes. It's your perception of the world.
True.
Yeah. So if you're already confused, you don't know who you are, where you are, what your place is in this world.
Yes.
What your purpose is and your motive in life is. That is the beginning of mental health issues. Yeah, your purpose, who you are, identity is the key. Yeah.
Wow.
Tons, literally all, whether it's anxiety or depression or whatever you name it.
Turns out
it
so
starts
true.
from that.
What you're talking about is so true. Actually, me as a person, the most that I feel I'm depressed is when I feel I've gone off like my original plan. Is when, for example, I remember when I got a job, and I felt like I'm feeling suffocated here. I need to do something. I need to do this. And obviously I did something, but there is just a thing of you having purpose. And if your purpose is rooted in who you are, there's way just how the dopamine is like the real dopamine, whereby it's not like just for a short time, but because you're looking forward for something big and big and big and big. Yeah.
Yes, everything is in relation to society. It's a social context.
Yeah.
Am I good enough for society? Do I have enough for society? The car I'm driving, the house I stay in, the education I have, is it good enough? What is the plumb line? Society. So the need for people to be secure internally, at a personal level, is very high. Yeah, because society puts a lot of pressure. You should be married at this time. You should have children at this time. You should have this sort of money at this time. You should look like this. If you don't look like this, then you're not cool enough. As an artist or whatever. If your art is not like this, then you're not cool enough. You're not fitting in. So it's always your personal inspiration against society.
Stories against,
So if there can be more spaces where people feel safe to express themselves and to be themselves away from the pressure of society.
And I think that's why that's how Milege feels in that box.
Exactly.
For me
that's
personally, I don't know if you get like reviews from other people that come to Milege and maybe are into the ecosystem of Milege. Because for me, the first time I came, I did not know. Like I knew a few people, but all that I saw wasn't mentioned. I felt it, like there is acceptance here, and it's a place whereby someone can be who they are, and then there is no judgment. Like no one expects you to be something else. People expect you to be you.
Just give us you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think it's an interesting thing, and something that is missing in so many spaces, whereby people feel so unsafe to even be who they are, who they truly are.
Yes. To as little as names. I mean, I walk on the street and I ask random people, what's your name? My name is Pretty. You're like, what's the other name? No, don't worry about it. It's not a very nice name. I'm like, what do you mean? No, I don't like those African names. And this is an African, saying, I don't like those African names.
Wow.
Because
And yet they are going to be marketable soon. Wow.
Yes. Have you heard of? I hear people say this in Kampala.
Yes.
Oh my God, that girl is so beautiful. She's brown. Have you heard that?
Yeah.
And by brown they mean light skin.
Light skin.
Yes. It puts this puts stigma on the dark skinned girls.
Yeah.
Yes, I've even seen beauty pageants. Where you go for auditions, and then the light skinned lady shows up, and
they're like,
the dark ones are like, crap. My God, will we ever get anything?
We're not
will
safe.
Get anywhere. We're not safe. So people should understand that irrespective whether you're light, you're dark, or whatever, what is important is it
are you okay? Are you safe with who you are?
Yes. Is it you? Yeah. Internally, when is it your expression? Yeah.
Is your inner you as opposed to your outside appearance?
Absolutely, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Let's talk about language and how and how you usually create music in Luganda, Nyankole, Luo. What does language carry for you emotionally?
Okay. So I grew up a lot of English language actually, but my interest, I don't write in English, and it's intentional, because our local language, we have over 60 languages plus in Uganda.
Actually, recently I got to realize there's another new tribe that I did not know. It's called It's there almost close to Rwanda. There's even another called Renzururu. It's like, how many languages do we have? There are some others that we do not actually know.
So many.
So many.
So many. Yeah, so with all of those, why would I run to explore English, which is already globally explored?
Yes, yes.
When there's all this stuff around us, you know? Yeah.
The beauty of the dialect. And, like something about language is that when you listen to an Acholi speak, like from the background, you're like, okay, it's like a melody, it's like a song, it's like a rap. Like you don't understand it, but you're seeing the way they are moving, with their facial expression. Something. You look at the Bagisu speak, and sometimes the Bagisu are speaking, it takes me back to some South African dialect. I'm like, we are interconnected first and foremost. Yes. And then also, like, it gives you a lot of diversity and variety of what when you listen. So I think sometimes even psychologically, because for me, if I travel like to another place and I just hear some people speak something that is different, I feel there's a way it does to my mind. There's something it does to my mind, but I feel like, wow, this is music to my ears. It's good to listen to something, something that sounds like this. Wow.
No, language is important. For example, look at the continent of Africa.
Yes.
Africa has, by language, has been split into the Francophone Africa, the Anglophone Africa, the Deutsch Africa, then the Dutch Africa.
That's Africa.
Yes, the Arab Africa. So, because South Africa, I think, is originally colonized by the Dutch, isn't it? Yeah. And then you have the British, then you have the Portuguese, actually, Mozambique and other spaces. Zanzibar. You have the Germans, in Namibia and whatever, then the Arabs, And this language split has also gone into religion, because language comes with religion.
Yes.
Yes. So as Africa, this identity crisis is causing like a huge split.
It's a root.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Because the Muslims, for example, they believe that their Swahaba or their brother, the Arab is more of their brother than their fellow African. Just like the Christians as well, who believe, someone out there in Europe, whatever, is more their brother than their African. And what I'm saying is, I'm not preaching a gospel of hate. I'm just saying, understand your uniqueness, appreciate it, and contribute to the global scene. I mean, like I said, I have friends in Europe, I have friends in the States, I have friends wherever.
Yes.
Yeah, but as Africans, why do we measure on the things that separate us? Why don't we come together and focus on the things that unite us? Yeah, language-wise. Wow. I see people, I see two black men, they're fighting. One is fighting for the Arabs, one is fighting for the Italians, the Roman Catholic Church. And I'm like, guys, look at yourselves,
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
interesting.
Yes, and even some parts of Arabia, for example, it's not allowed for an African to produce children, it's not allowed. It's illegal for you to have child.
With an Arabian.
With an Arab,
An Arab.
Yes. So, I mean, if we already suffer this discrimination worldwide, at least,
let's love each other.
Let's love each other. And then if you're following the faith, at least customize it to suit yourself. Customize it to be African.
Yeah.
Change the language. If you're, I mean, how do you tell me that, you must speak Arabic, for God to hear you?
Yes.
Or I must speak Latin or whatever, Customize it. Let it be African,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Wow.
Yeah.
That indoctrination is so deep. It's rooted so deep.
Yes. And again, it's not to say that we don't appreciate other cultures. No. It's just to say that for a long time, African culture has been looked down upon.
Yes.
Yes. So can Africans at least see value in themselves and stop self-sabotaging?
That should be the word.
Yes, stop doing 2 weddings, Stop wearing a white gown on your wedding. Stop changing your hair to look Caucasian, Stop using names that are not yours. Stop using English names and Arab names. I can name
True.
it. Stop running for KFC and leaving your local organic
Mama,
food, which is more healthy,
which is more exotic.
Yes.
In the US.
Exactly. Can we grow our institutions to a point that it's not classy to go to England, Yeah. Now, to get a good degree, you have to go to England, University of Manchester, University of whatever, Cambridge, whatever. Yes, how can we grow value here that people travel from the world to come here, you know, to get a solid degree. Look at our kings. My God, people are going to eat me for these things. You know, kings. Really, how does the king of a cultural institution have an English name? You're called Wilberforce. You know, this is the king. The Chalazinga has a name of an English name. The king here, you know, in Uganda has an English name, and they front this very proudly. You know, how does a king go to study in the United States to be a king of an African kingdom? You know, we should have the institutions that equip a king with all the qualities and values and norms that make a great African king. You know, why should they be going to Cambridge to be inspired? You know, yes. And again, it's not a message of hate. It's just a message of appreciation of Africanness, Africanacity. It's a message of stopping self-sabotage. There's so many ways we sabotage ourselves as African. The biggest enemies to African heritage are Africans themselves right now. It's not even Europeans, it's Africans. Because Africans have picked up sabotage and embraced it as a culture and promoted it and passed it on to their children. We're not thinking of making changes. Yes. And it cuts across every sector, whether it's economy. You look at borders, for example. How many, I don't know what the census of borders is. Borders come from India. You know, in several years ago, I think in the 1990s, we had Sembule making motorbikes, making TVs, you know. Really, I don't believe there's no Ugandan who cannot invent a border. It's such simple technology.
They're there.
Yes, but even up to now, we're still dependent on India, you know. Even up to now, we have a Bank of India, we have a, you know, we need to believe in ourselves more.
There should be a Ugandan bank. Okay, we have Bank of Uganda, but is it in another country? I don't know.
Do you have an account in Bank of Uganda?
I can't lie to you.
You know? Yeah, so we need to believe in ourselves more. And this is the message. It's just believe in yourself more. Don't hate other people. Don't hate other cultures. Accept them. You know, but believe in yourself. Don't self-sabotage.
You don't look at who you are and then think of yourself as less than
everybody else in the world. You know, I've gone to airports in other parts of the world, and there is a line. There's a United Nations UN officials line, then there's a Europeans line, and then there is a United States line, and then they throw the Africans. Sometimes they mingle the Africans and Asians. Other times it's African, Asia, you know. And our line, the Africans, they double check you for drugs, for whatever, for all this stuff. No, seriously. I have a guitar case over there. My guitar case was ripped apart by Egypt Air, you know, because they thought there were drugs, you know. I told them there's no drugs. You can scan it, you know. But they ripped it apart because they felt there were drugs in there, you know. Which wasn't, I mean, the European line was sailing smoothly. Even if you actually had drugs, you got through smoothly, you know. So we need to believe in ourselves. Already globally, we have the whole world fighting
for our resources.
You know, yes, but also fighting ideologically, fighting us.
True.
You know, so as Africans, can we come together, you know, and believe in ourselves?
You even talked about something here, Francophone, it should be Bantu, Nilotics. That should be the difference.
Yes. How can a boundary be that this is Kenya, that's Uganda? And yet, if you go across the border, you have the,
you have the Luo in
you have the Luo, you have the Japadola, the Acholi, whatever. Then you cross, you have the Jaluo, and the language is the same. You know. Then you have the Bukusu and whatever, and the language is the same as the Bagisu here. You know. So how do we claim that there was a border there? You know, I think it's really about time, and this is it's a whole ideological thing.
It's not about hate.
No, it's not about
embracing,
hate. Yeah.
Like it's not about hate, really.
No.
People need to know whereby we need to embrace, like without hate, without saying like you're bad. You're not saying that, oh, the Arabs are bad or the Europeans are bad. No, they are absolutely amazing, but we are amazing as well.
Exactly. Yes. That's exactly it. The world is great, but we're equally great. We shouldn't be less.
Yes, less than.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So let's just talk about what culture stereotypes do you think deeply harm our mental health in Uganda currently?
We just mentioned it. I'm not good enough. You know, the I'm not a good enough ideology. You know, I don't fit in, I'm not good enough, or I'm different. Yes. So, and then I hear people say Uganda is a very hospitable country. We've been ranked as one of the most hospitable countries in the world.
Wow.
Yes. But I wish that we could do some ranking on how Ugandans treat fellow Ugandans. If you do that ranking, I don't know whether we still... Because if you understand the language of Ugandan, you hear what Ugandans say to each other. We're so nasty to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so we are hospitable to the rest of the world, but to ourselves. You know, just was it yesterday? Today, actually, we were on I was driving, and you know, this border guy, he was 1,000 meters away from me, literally, and I got into the road, and then he increased the speed, you know. And he was about to reach me, and I was already into the main. And he just comes close to my window and he screams, you know, your coffin is calling you out, you know, is what he says in Luganda.
What?
You know, and I'm like, really? You know?
Is it called for
Is it really necessary to say that? So we need to love each other. We need to love ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah. This
That's
pretense.
true.
This whole thing where, you know, like growing up in a traditional Ugandan home, where when a visitor shows up, they save the nice
best,
food for the visitor.
yes.
They kick you off
Nice
your bed,
bed.
you know, and give the visitor the bed.
The bed sheets.
The bed sheets,
For
all the
visitors
nice
have
stuff
to
is
be
saved.
nice, yes.
So as Africans, we've done that for too long, you know. We also need to have the nice stuff for ourselves. Love yourself. Even the Bible says it, you know.
Yes, love your enemy as you love yourself.
Yes, as
It
you
has
love
to be
yourself.
yourself
Yes.
first.
So can we have some self-love as Africans? Love ourselves as individuals, but can I love ourselves as a community of African people? You know, and when I say African people, I don't mean just African people, black people. I mean people who believe in Africa.
In Africanicity.
Yes,
Yeah.
there are multiple of them. I see many investors and people who are running businesses here, people who have married here, people who are settled here. They believe in Africa. They've seen the beauty and experienced the beauty in Africa. These are the people I'm talking about, you know.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're talking about how we grew up and how we saw how our parents treated maybe the visitors. They give them that special treatment. They chase out of everybody. How what role do elders or cultural leaders and storytellers play today in telling the true African story?
I think the number one role is the transference of information, of knowledge, of wisdom, of norms, of culture in general. Since I'm interested in the creative arts, the transfer of the creative arts, you know, there's songs, language, naming patterns, you know, dress, medicine, architecture, you know, visual arts, name it. Poetry, yes. So that is the number one thing. Can you transfer the information, the knowledge that you have to the next generation? Why? So it doesn't die. Because if it dies, then we don't have Africa. You know, what is Africa without this knowledge? You know.
True.
Yes. So the indigenous knowledge should be preserved. Wherever there are people, if there's anybody over 90 in this country,
there should be
a camera crew. There should be a high quality audio production crew.
Around
following those people, interviewing them every day, learning their life, their stories, all that they know, and documenting it for the use of the people in the future, of the young generation coming ahead. You know, yes. And then that is one. Two is, how can we inspire people today to exploit our resources without sabotaging the future?
The future. Oh,
yes. Those who are to come. You know, we shouldn't make decisions just for us, you know, for our comfort.
Yeah.
I'm going to be paid this money, I'm going to be paid whatever, you know. If I'm going to be paid $1 million or $2 million or whatever, and it's going to cause my children, you know, to live in poverty and suffer and live as slaves, then I'd rather not, you know, I'd rather leave that $1 million or $2 million, $10 million, whatever it is, you know. Yes, so how can we make decisions that look at Africa beyond today, beyond us? You know, because this is where the colonials, you know, they went ahead of us.
Yeah.
They were thinking, a lot of the people who made the decisions in the colonial times are not here today, but they made decisions for the benefits.
They're still affecting, they're still benefiting.
Yes, to create a system that benefits their people. So how can we also think ahead and not just see now?
Now.
You know? Yeah.
Wow, such unique looking at now, we're looking ahead.
Yes.
Wow. You talked of forgetting it. Okay, let's move on to the next. When I remember, I'll probably interrupt. All right. What happens when young children or young people don't feel connected to their cultural roots?
So again, like I said, ideology is the biggest business. Yeah, and that so. Whatever the young people, whatever ideology the young people are rooted in, is what they will listen to. Yeah. So if our young people look at MTV and all this, you know, stuff as the music, you know, a typical African looks at MTV as the go-to for music. There is nothing that you're going to say that's going to influence them more than MTV. MTV will influence them. Which means whoever's holding the button in the United States is going to be influencing young people here in Africa, you know. And whatever their ideology and interest is, it's going to be present here in Africa. So it's important to control the ideology of the local young people, and for that ideology to be in line with the benefit. It should be Afrocentric, yeah, because we're in Africa, you know.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I'm talking about, you know, culture and language. I think if we can have just like a musical session, because obviously you came fully prepared today.
Oh, I gave you, but when I saw your bangles and your beads, you know, they threw me off guard a bit, you know, 'cause they're really cool. You know?
Thank you.
Yes.
By the way, I think you're one of the people that really appreciates, you know, my bangles and everything.
Totally, absolutely.
And you know, some people they see it as okay, Jack is being Jackie, but then for you, like, there's always you talk about it, and I'm like, he gets it.
Absolutely,
he gets it.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I mean, if you're inspired to donate one to me, you know. Yeah.
I will give you this one if you're okay with it.
I appreciate it.
If your wife won't say.
No, my wife will understand. Uganda Telecom. No, let me. Yes, black and white sounds good. You know,
black and white.
Black and white sounds good.
Black
Looks
and
good.
white it is. All right. So, let's just prepare for. I don't know which song that you're going to play, but I think you can just start.
Okay.
Maybe let me just tell the audience good evening again, good afternoon again, good morning again, and we're just here having talking about culture, talking about how we Ugandans should prepare ourselves, because all eyes are on Africa. To be honest with you, that's the conversation that I'm hearing right now, is that all eyes are on African culture. People are looking into, investors are looking into investing into Africa, but how are we as creatives and cultural practitioners ready to, you know, embrace who we are and making sure that we're not exploited of what our identity is? And we're going to have a very good segment that I've been excited for, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. Thank you so much for being a part. All right.
Welcome. Africans. So my message to Africans: yes. Embrace Africa. Yeah, go to the office and wear an African attire. There's no such thing as African attires for introduction ceremonies and for boring stuff. Wear it.
Yeah.
You know. We want to see more African presidents wearing African stuff. Speak African languages. Use your African names. Find out what your African names mean. You know, embrace Africa. Eat African food.
Yes.
You know, the 90K you spend on a bucket of KFC, spend it on indigenous, more healthy organic food.
Yes.
You know, which people are paying $30, $50 for in other parts of the world. You know, embrace Africa. There's nothing wrong with your hair. I've had people say, that hair is kaweke. You know. It's not good,
like,
you know. It's rough and whatever.
Us.
Yeah, but how beautiful is it? I mean, in Japan and other parts of the world, people are putting chemicals to make their hair rough. You know,
yeah.
Embrace your locks. There's nothing wrong with dreadlocks. There's nothing wrong. Embrace who you are. Don't bleach your skin. You know, yes. Don't bleach your skin and change the color of your skin. you know, you're just perfect the way you are as an African person. And yeah, our history and the things we've suffered over the past few years should not change that.
Yes.
Yeah, but at the same time, embrace the world as well, you know. Connect with people. They're beautiful people here, you know, in Africa, but even beyond.
Yes.
I've met tons and tons of beautiful people with beautiful hearts in Europe, in Asia, in the States, and name it, you know. So just because we promote Africanity doesn't mean we shouldn't also be vessels of discrimination. You know?
True.
Yes, we should accept people and understand there's so many ways to live life as there are cultures in the world.
Yes.
And let's promote humanity as a whole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's love people as we love ourselves, and we love ourselves as we love people.
Yeah. Oh, what is this hair called? This one here, when you have like two falling down here? Because I've been told like women, every hair has a name. I've heard of Afrocentric. I've heard of.
I think that they're just telling you the brands that they're using.
Okay.
Like now, this is I don't know. Is it British something? Something. Yeah.
So this was the two. There's usually one covering one eye like this.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's just styles, but I don't.
Is it called like
think they
pirates?
have names.
You know, since pirates have one eye covered. Yeah.
I don't think they have names per se. I think when they talk about kink and everything, they're talking about this that you used to plait.
Okay.
Yeah. Because now if I'm having my natural and then it covers, I cannot give it that name.
Okay.
If I've like just straighten it a little to cover my hair.
Okay.
Yes.
Or to cover the eye.
Yes.
I've noticed
it
covers
the
the eye, and then they just keep dropping it on the side like
yeah,
this.
it feels good. As I'm telling you, as well, like it feels like you're serious.
You're serious, eh?
Yeah.
Or you push it like this.
You push it a little bit, and then.
Wow. Ladies, there's a whole industry on ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. So this song, I love. Yes, I stayed in Fort Portal and a bit of Masindi, and I was there purely to learn the language and connect with the people of Masindi.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You like go there to learn
learn and just just immerse myself in the space and just see the people. Oh, people are so beautiful there, especially Fort Portal. Oh my God.
I'm not from Fort Portal, but I have relatives there. For me, I'm from Chenjojo.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have actually we had like a burial this month. We had a burial there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I agree with you.
Oh, the amazing people. I hope the king, this will reach the king. Kabamba Iguru, Rukidi the fourth.
Yes.
Yes, I hope it reaches him, that his people are so beautiful.
Yes.
Omukama, Okali.
Hangirize.
Hangiriza. Okay.
Yes.
I hope it reaches him. He's the only one with a pet name, Okali.
Yes.
Is it? Yeah.
Or
nobody else.
It's only
Ochali.
his.
It's pronounced as Ochali or Okali.
Ochali. Is it Ochali?
Ochali.
It's only his. It's only for the royals.
It's for the royals. Yeah. Interesting. So it's interesting. When I was growing up, because my father is a fine artist, and we had the prime minister of the kingdom of Toro. He used to come because then they were still in the designing process of the emblem and all this stuff, the flag and all this. So my father was like designing this stuff, and then the prime minister he was called Katuamu.
Is that what made for us both
the two lions
and the drum?
Yes, I saw my father scripting and drawing it.
No, I have
scratch,
to take a picture. I have to talk about this because.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So so we used to see Katuamu. We used to come those days,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So this song is called Eyunyuzi. It says the stars shine so beautifully. There's no better place to enjoy the stars than in Toro Kingdom, especially at the Crater Lakes. Yeah, such a beautiful space. There's Lake Nyinambuga. There's around that Kasenda area. Such a beautiful space. We actually have on the 20,000 shilling note, we have this picture of the lake. That is Lake Nyinambuga. Yes, so I had the privilege to just be there and live there for several months and just enjoy. the kingdom.
Space. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So, Your Royal Majesty, I've been enjoying your kingdom without you knowing. I hope now you can take me officially.
Yes.
Kabamba igule wale kubamba tukunzere tute nyuzi nyamurungi engonzi zibijwire nyangambe kinkoleki mpangilinda linda otamkya izoba enyunyuzi nizaka kurungi enyunyuzi nizaka enyunyuzi nizaka kurungi enyunyuzi tokwirora hakiki banzolide kutwa oturo kibono akwica uragabeho otatinda bijere siyanyenya kajangu kakaije kabihamye neturore enyunyuzi enyunyuzi nizaka kurungi enyunyuzi nizaka enyunyuzi nizaka kurungi enyunyuzi tokwirora Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Your Royal Majesty, King Oyo Rukidi Gabamba Iguru Rukidi the Fourth. I have a book for you, actually. I hope you hear this. I have a book that I've kept for you for about 12 years now. It's made in pure leather, and I hope it has poems and wise sayings that I've collected from Toro Kingdom. And I hope that someday you can come and pick it personally. I don't want to give it to anybody else. I want to give it to you specifically. Yes. Thank you. So that's Enyunyuzi. Oh, should I do another?
Please do.
Okay. Well, you guys are bored.
Yeah, he was clapping. That audience is already clapping.
Okay. So this one, let's see. Should I do it in what? Let's see. We do it in A.
All right.
This one, I was trying to write Luganda. Usually when I speak Luganda, I'm worried about my friends, especially who are Balangira, because, you know, they pay attention to the intonation, the sound and everything. So I'm freaked out that I could be abusing people unconsciously, you know?
I know.
You know when you plan to just communicate and then you end up abusing someone,
yeah,
true. Yes. So Bambi Musonyu, please. Please have mercy on me. Don't take me to the council of elders and cane me, flog me, please.
I'm sure they've had the apology
they've had it in advance. Yes, I'm also trying. No, but Luganda is one of in the whole country. It's one of those languages that are properly documented. They have proper structures, proper teaching aids. It's a language that has potential to go international.
Even in schools, it's like they are trying to push, like every school, they want every school to teach Luganda. I don't know why it's not enforced. I don't know why it's not strict, but it should be.
It's organized. A beautiful, beautiful language. Yes. So yeah. So this one I tried. I wish I was playing Adungu instead, another instrument. Esa nyumba ya moche wa gonja Nomo kwano ina munji obukuwa Emirembe na minji bebola banyimba Mukwano nafuka nanga Buza onosuna Tori wa bulijo Uno mukwano sigwa bulijo Tori wa bulijo Uno mukwano sigwa bulijo Tori wa bulijo Tori wa bulijo Tori wa bulijo Uno mukwano sigwa bulijo Etanga kulinya ilipono kisa Tori mukwano gwa banji Ori wange nzeka nkwesiga Amaranja amazima nja kugoberera buli ky'onooraga nja kuwesamba oli omu ansaana toli wa bulijjo guno mukwano si gwa bulijjo toli wa bulijjo guno mukwano si gwa bulijjo toli wa bulijjo toli wa bulijjo guno mukwano si gwa bulijjo toli wa bulijjo toli wa bulijjo guno mukwano si gwa bulijjo. Abalangira musonyiwe. May they forgive me. May they forgive me in advance.
But it sounds perfect Luganda for me.
For real, eh? Hey.
But Munanga, you know, like
the concentrated one.
The Luganda dictionary is quite tricky.
Yeah.
It's quite. I just look at the Bible and I'm like, okay, all right.
It's like King James, you know. Half doth, fourth,
that goyeth, fifth.
Fourth way. I telleth thee unto thee, fourth.
James, who was that? That's that poet. That one who used to write. Speaks who? Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Shakespeare, you know, kind of writing.
Yeah.
Wow. So what inspired? You already told us the inspiration for you know, that the Kabaka, the Omukama song. What inspired this song in particular?
Yeah, so with Luganda, one of the things I love about Luganda is I like the expression of the different emotions. The expression of war, the expression of discontent, the hospitality. In Luganda, even if somebody doesn't like you, they'll still smile with you and be nice to you.
Wow.
And say, Bambi, tukwaniriza.
Yes.
You know, with a smile, you know, even when clearly you're doing things that are offending society, you know. So being able to be hospitable in spite of the tough emotions, but one special thing is the romance. Romance in the Luganda context, from my own perspective, is quite special.
It's deep. The words are deeper.
Yes. One of the things I've noticed in Buganda, when when a lady likes you, and you say hello to her, she gets annoyed instantly. She gets angry, she turns away, and she becomes really rough with you, Yes, but it's actually an expression of love,
Oh.
Yes, I've seen it. Maybe I'm mistaken. This is what I've been able to,
to perceive.
Yes. So there's a lot about the emotions in the Buganda culture that I would like to explore. And this is what drives me to the language. Yes, but also the depth. Yes, and the different colors in which the language comes, the emotions. Yeah.
It takes me to a song by Nina Rose by Onkubangaladu. Like, that's a very heavy word.
Onkubangaladu. What is ladu, by the way?
Ladu is like thunder.
Whoa.
Like Onkubangaladu. Something.
And it's amazing. People take this on the street.
Yes.
The songs that hit somehow influence the people on the street.
Yes.
I've had people say, Tomanyira, city regular. City regular. Tujja kumanyira, sijja kukkiriza kumanyira.
City regular, wow, because it becomes a slang of sorts.
Yes.
Actually, one of the, you see, that's why I say I love creativity, because it influences culture as well.
Yes.
What was like Chiwani came from a song.
Yeah, Bobby Wine has been a king in that regard.
Yeah, they add his words in the Ugandan dictionary.
Yes. Tujja kunsi baby one.
One okubagwe chiwani the money here echido.
Yes.
I've not yet gotten the money language of the Ugandan.
I'm still in class.
I'm like, please save me,
Yes.
So I don't know. I just love. I love creativity for that. Because it influences. It influences culture. It influences language.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's how important the creative arts is. So anybody interested in influencing the ideology of a society, the number one and the most impactful tool is the creative arts.
Wow.
You reach the creative arts, you've reached society. And politicians understand this. Economists understand this. The religious sects understand this. That is why there's no church without music.
True.
That is why even in the mosque, the
music.
Yes, the prayer is so musical. I hear this guy sing at Chibuli Mosque. My God, this guy has a vocal. I just, sometimes he sings and I start playing the keys. I'm like, wow. If I could put you on stage, you would be amazing.
If you'd come to, the Milege acoustic session.
He has such a vocal on it.
Wow.
So the creative arts and literally every aspect of society cannot be separated.
Yeah.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
True. So we're coming to the last bit of our segment.
So soon.
So soon. Like it's already sad for me. I don't know. I need some trauma therapy because every time I'm having a guest and we are ending, I'm like, why? Because the conversations are so deep and they're so CBT to me. So we are going to the segment is called quick fire. So here, whereby short answers are needed.
Okay.
This
is like in school. Those are the ones you circle. Multiple choice questions.
Objectives.
Circle A, B,
object.
Is it A and B? Object.
A, B, C, D.
I didn't pass those ones so well. My God, I'm so worried. Let's see.
All right. Favorite traditional instrument to hear?
To be honest, I really love the kora. Yeah, I love the kora and the adungu.
Adungu.
Especially the 22-string adungu.
Me too.
Yes, and recently the janzi that was created by Sewa Sewa.
Kongs, because I think that innovation is what we need in the culture and creative
fantastic
sector.
Blended dominant scale with pentatonic, beautiful
wow
creation.
You're making me want to learn how to really learn an instrument. I really should.
Your hair alone, alone we can play it as an instrument. Yes. Yeah.
All right.
The right tools.
What tribe do you feel emotionally connected to outside your own?
That is a good one. That is tough, that's very tough.
Yes.
But I think I've really appreciated the Karamojong culture,
Wow.
Specifically, like from a musical point of view, their counts. My first connection with the Karamojong culture was a song called Ichamitio. Ichamitio, adio, yalo.
They're jumping.
Yes. This, unlike other African songs that have 4/4 counts, 3/4 counts, these guys explore a 5/4 count, which is very rare. 5/4 count.
Wow.
Yes. And most people would think it's out of tune and it's disorganized. But in that disorganization, they have
still one thing.
Yes.
Something
So they
beautiful.
inspire me a lot.
Wow.
Then of course the beadwork, the color. My God, I wish we could go to office with more beads. I wish on the beach we had more bikinis with beads and things.
I know.
Beady things. Yes. That would be
bikinis.
great. Hey, sorry, did I say
Don't worry, we shall talk about it.
Please cut that one out. They should cut it out.
But we are live.
Oh, we're live. Okay, we're live. Okay.
But I think it's also for people that are entrepreneurial. It's something that they can think about, whereby you do a bikini inspired by the Karamojong culture.
Absolutely.
The beads are just flowing, and
Absolutely.
then
Even you see for interior design, then Ndebele culture in South Africa, they use their traditional prints. Actually, their traditional prints made it to the Rolls Royce. I think the Rolls Royce Phantom has a traditional Ndebele print inside in its interiors.
Wow.
So how can we also get ours? These beads. How can we get them to go beyond?
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys change your design. Have some beadwork here from Karamojong.
We shall.
Yes.
Sure.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is a festival performance you'll never forget.
Wow. Festival performance I'll never forget. I think one was a collaboration between a gentleman I watched in Isawira. He's a bass player. He's called Marcus Miller. Marcus Miller, he worked with a traditional troupe from Morocco. They were playing Gnawa music. So playing this traditional Gnawa instrument, and he was playing the bass. And Marcus Miller is a proper American, proper black American.
Yes.
But that blend, the fusion, dun, 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 da, da, dun, da, dun, da, dun, da, da, da. If Marcus is listening, he'll know. But that was amazing. Just to see how the two came together. That was a highlight.
Something so beautiful to watch. Wow.
Yes, that was great to watch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ugandan food that melts your heart.
Oh, I love two things. Acholi food.
Okay.
Acholi food, dekngo, dekmakipu.
Oh my goodness.
Ringo, all this,
Wow.
the makipu dishes, my God.
yes.
And then ulwambo.
The wombo.
Luombo in all its
It
forms.
had to be on the list. Wow.
Luombo, just the way they
And the
serve the
banana
leaf,
fibers, yes.
that is world class. That can appear in a 7-star hotel and make it platinum.
Actually,
We need to take that
is
food far.
one of the cultural things that right now we should be talking about.
We're playing games.
Exporting.
Yes, we're playing games.
We're
on
literally
Luombo.
living in luxury.
Yes,
and we do
Luombo.
not know it.
Luombo is 7-star, 8-star, 10-star. Yes, Luombo is amazing.
Wow, should be in Dubai somewhere.
Yes.
In those. Wow.
Yes, absolutely.
3 words that describe Uganda to you.
Ugandan people are Uganda. Well, first of all, naturally, okay, the nature. Let me leave the people alone because the people come from me. But the nature, Uganda is a beautiful country.
Yes.
A lot about Uganda the world doesn't even know.
True.
Yes, and yet still Uganda is rated as one of the top biodiverse countries in the world.
Wow.
But even still, there's so much, especially in northern and northeastern Uganda. So much, and of the parts of eastern Uganda as well.
explore.
Yes, there's so much that hasn't been documented. I've come across there are places in Bali, for example, where you have 12 waterfalls flowing from
Just one place.
in one space. You have 12
Wow.
and they're flowing from 10 to 15 to 30 to 50 meters high.
Wow.
And this is not a tourist attraction. It's not been explored.
It's just there.
Yes. Yeah, my father did lots of paintings about these places. He visited the Elgon and just explored it and painted about it. Actually, Mr. Ruparelli, Sudhir, in his office, he has a painting that was done by my father, which
Just showing that.
yes, he just sat and just enjoyed the waterfalls in the Elgon region. Yeah, so a lot about eastern, but especially northern Uganda. Northern Uganda hasn't been explored. There's the Aru Falls I think it's like 3 levels of amazing.
Folds, they come,
Yes.
then they come, and
Yes, Karuma. Have you been to Karuma? Have you seen
Karuma Dam,
Have you
yeah.
seen the anger with which those folds run?
you just look and you're like scared. You're like, I
know,
should never.
Even the devil can't
it.
dip his foot in there, you know. Yeah,
You're
he'll,
like,
he'll
I
be
can
knocked
never.
out. You know? Yes. So there's so much, and that I wish I could take more to the world
Wow.
to see.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of Uganda.
Yeah.
A song you wish you had written?
Wow, that's very tough. That is so tough, you know. That is so tough, you know. But there's a gentleman called Chinove. Chinove, his actual name is Hubbard. He's based in the States. I bumped into him in D.C., in Washington, D.C. Chinove has beautiful, he's just an amazing writer, you know, and if he's one of those people, I feel like if he allowed me just to recreate some of his music, I can't imagine what would come out of it, because his writing is exceptional. Yeah, my favorite song of his is called Yasmin, which I don't know if he knows this. I've never told this to him, but I love that song with all my heart.
Wow.
Yeah, it's called Yasmin.
Actually,
Yes.
I want to look for it. Chinobe, that's his.
Chinove, yes,
Chinobe.
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Describe culture in one word.
Culture, I would say culture is the key to everything. Yes, it's the key to humanity. It's the key. All these things, 10-point program, whatever program, economic development, social development, whatever, it all comes to culture.
SDGs,
Yes.
everything culture.
Everything is culture. You know.
Wow, it's the key.
Yes, I'm happy to show the United Nations, the government, whatever, how culture.
And they use
can
culture
bring-
as well.
Yes.
Because when even you're applying for most of these things, they say you go to the grassroots. By the time we're talking about grassroots, they're talking about culture, because culture is at the grassroots.
Culture is everything. The biggest industries in the entire world, the whole globe, have a culture connection. The biggest economies, the G8 countries, whether it's China or the States or Germany, whatever, one of the common things they have, the lowest common multiples between them, is that their culture comes first. They push their culture because they understand the power of ideology. If your ideology is globally embraced, you will it translates into economics, into medicine, into everything, literally everything, into commerce, into industry, whatever, name it. You know.
Wow.
So culture is everything. So it's just abstract. So for the common ear and the common eye, it may not make sense. They'll be like, oh, people just dancing with skins and what. But if you go into the details, you know, in the
It's
intricacies,
just that significance with it.
culture is the solution to every issue we have
Wow.
here. Yeah.
So could you have like one last message that you could tell someone out there, especially creative, that is dealing with how they should express themselves and how they should, you know, take up culture in their how they should take up culture in their, you know, marketing plan or something? Yes.
I think for the creative, there's two things. One is, what is your passion and your interest and your inspiration, that internal thing that drives you? And then also look at what works, you know, because you don't want your passion to be choked by the pressures of the industry, you know. So look at those two and drive them together. Drive what works together with what you're interested and passionate in, or passionate about. Yes. So it comes to music, for example. If the masses are listening to a certain, you know, style or genre or whatever, give them what they need. Because from a marketing point of view, give them what they need, you know, but have your product, reserve your product. You know, once you have some clout and momentum on this side, drop in your product. Yes, I'm reminded of an artist called John Mayer. John Mayer, he went blues and rock. He was doing all this rock and popular stuff. But the moment he hit platinum,
It was like, I need to go back home.
he's a country musician. You know? He's like, man, I've hit it, I've done it. And then he came back into doing You know, he's inspiration. So of course, sometimes people tell you follow your passion, and it has to be your passion. No, but it needs, in this world today, because the masses don't think the way you think. You know, you know, money drives everything. So see how to plug in your passion into a money viable component, so that you don't frustrate your energy, frustrate your emotions, frustrate that passion. Yes. Find a way to let it earn some money to fuel the passion. Yeah, sometimes it involves doing things you don't like to do, but things that you just have to do.
Yes.
You know, things you don't want to do, but you just must do them because it's the only way. Yeah, because the world, we live in worlds of movements, you know, social media movements, you know, ideological movements. So somehow you need to plug into this movement, harness the best of it to push your passion. Yes, I'm not saying drop your passion, maintain your passion, but be strategic about it. You know, yeah, that's what I would say to creatives.
Well, there you have it. These are the last remarks that we've gotten from Manana today. I'm totally learning myself because I'm a young creative, not young in age, but young in pursuit.
But even age.
So I urge our creatives out there that if you're struggling with identity, the identity that Manana has talked about is inside. And so sometimes you're looking at all these other celebrities that inspire you, but how do you inspire yourself? And we are closing in for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, for subscribing. Please subscribe Harmony of Minds podcast and subscribe Living Arts channel, YouTube channel. Follow us on all our streaming platforms and all our social media channels. Kopsinger Jacqueline as well. Jacqueline Kopsinger for Instagram, Kopsinger Jacqueline for all others. Let also Manana say bye, as he's also telling you his platforms, and maybe you can say bye-bye to them.
Great, thank you. It's been really nice. Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate the time, the effort, and the work that you're doing to inspire people. Yeah, I'm from Milege. Milege means an ankle rattle, as you can see on my t-shirt. And I would like to invite you. Every Thursday we have a mentorship platform at the Macquarie University Guest House. So please come and join us. And and grow your skills. It's a platform just to enable creatives thrive. So whatever creative stuff that you have, you know, just come and thrive. Yes, and you can find us, you can look for Milege Africa, or Milege Acoustic Project, or the Milege World Music Festival, or the Milege Afro Jazz Band. We have different Milege arms. Yeah, but also come visit us at our base in Chaliwajala. Come, let's have a tea and just have a good time and play some games and chill. We have one life to live, so let's enjoy this life while we're here. Yeah. Oh, and thanks to the camera crew. We have a really cool camera crew.
Thank you.
Yes, but we need gender balance. We need more ladies.
Yeah, true. Yeah. That's really true. Yeah. So you know, talked about the match here for Milege.
Oh, match. Okay. Yes. Yeah. We have some merchandise. I mean, at the project, if you come to the project, we sell it for just 35,000 Uganda shillings. Yes. But if you want to give us $35,000 for it, it's okay, no problem.
$100.
Yes. Yeah. But it's 35K. But off, you know, away from the project, it's 50,000. Yes. Yes, and drop us a line, send a message, and just say I would like some Milege merch, and the first person to send a line will give you a free.
Wow.
You know, one free T-shirt. Yes, we have multiple designs, but we'll give you one. You'll choose. You get to choose with the one you want.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! Thank you for having us today. And the DJ says good night.
Thank you for being a wonderful crowd. The DJ says
good night.
Good night.
Yeah. All right. Bye bye.
Bye.